so in love with this fragrance. I am definitely looking for an intense version of this one next year. I got it, the new Burberry Goddess Intense. I was so excited about this release, you can't even imagine. I was searching every day on the internet, so I will get it as soon as it was released. As you all know, the original one is one of my absolute favorite fragrances, and I was a little bit bummed about the longevity and sillage, and this is why I was so excited about the intense version. And it has not only 3 types of vanilla, but 4. I mean, overkill here, but yes, this has 4 types of vanilla. Vanilla bourbon, vanilla absolute, and caviar vanilla caviar, whatever they are calling it. Seems like an overkill at this point, but yes, here they added the vanilla bourbon that wasn't in the original one. So I was expecting, in order to make the original DNA long lasting and maybe a little bit more projecting, that they would go for a more of a maybe cashmere and a little bit of a woody base, something like that. But instead they went for patchouli in order to make this fragrance more long lasting. So the note structure is actually quite identical to the original one, except for the patchouli part and the added vanilla bourbon. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm a little bit disappointed with this release. Actually, not a little bit. I am disappointed. In the original one, the lavender is very, you know, light. It's not very predominant to my nose at least. It just adds something to the fragrance, and it did make it very classy and elegant and not overly sweet. This one, not the same experience. So when you first spray it, I got a sharp, almost medicinal lavender note, which really put me off because it's almost cheap. I don't know how to explain it. It smells harsh and cheap. It does fade away a little bit, this lavender note, so it doesn't remain for a long time, thank God. The vanilla here is not sweet, which I really appreciate. I feel like the difference between the two when it comes to vanilla, that this is a little bit darker in a way. It's deeper. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like it's amped up. It's not like it's sweeter or anything. It just feels deeper. And this is the best way I can explain it. Now let's get to the patchouli, because immediately after this harsh medicinal opening, you get hit by the patchouli, and it's really predominant. So if you don't like patchouli, definitely avoid this fragrance. Very predominant, harsh patchouli note, which doesn't go away. So this fragrance is, for me, is a kind of I wouldn't say sweet patchouli, because the vanilla here is sweet, but not to the extent that you would expect from like 4 types of vanilla. Yeah, so it's a vanilla patchouli fragrance. Very harsh, almost medicinal. It does last longer. Yeah, I will give it that. It does last longer, and it does project a little bit better than the original one. But the price for having a more long-lasting, more projecting fragrance just makes this fragrance a whole mess. I'm not a perfumer, but I still feel like if cashmere or maybe the patchouli wasn't so predominant, it was more of a woody base, this fragrance would have been absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, this is a pass for me. I'm not going to recommend this fragrance unless you love patchouli. Yes. Otherwise, if you love the original one and you were looking for a long-lasting version, this is not it. This is not it. They took what made this fragrance so special, so beautiful, and made it a mess, in my opinion. And by the way, like long-lasting, I'm speaking about maybe an hour and a half more of longevity and sillage, so it's not worth it in my book. So that was my review on Burberry Goddess Intense. Please tell me in the comments down below, did you try this new release? Do you think about it? Do you prefer it to the original one maybe? So looking forward to see your comments down below. I have a lot of reviews coming, so I already filmed some. I don't know in which order I'm going to upload these videos, but I have here Gabrielle Chanel from Chanel Low version. I have the new Valentino Born in Roma Gold, and there are a lot of new releases. I just read that there is a new version of All of Me from Narciso Rodriguez. There is also the intense version of Devotion from Dolce & Gabbana. L'Interdit Absolu is what I am mostly excited about. So don't forget to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you'll get notified when I upload any of these new reviews. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao!